Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and in this video I will be talking about the interesting problem search suggestion systems 1268, and the problem is of medium type. Okay, as you can see I have given a like over here as soon as I have solved this problem. The reason behind is very much simple. The problem builds up the approach from the base level. That is, you can see if you look over my submissions, first it is 1036 ms, then it comes to 936 ms, and then finally it comes to 40 ms. That is the when you solve using the brute force technique, you have some idea, then you optimize your that idea, then you get a better solution, and further optimizing it out, I have a better solution having a runtime of 40 ms. Okay, I will discuss it out how I can approach from the very base level. Okay, talking about the problem, given an array of strings, products, and a string search word, we want to design a system that suggests at most three product names from the products. Okay, so we will be given an array of strings called products, and the search word is also given that we have to search for maybe, and we want to design a system that contains at most three products. Note that the term at most three product names from the products, and after each character search word is typed, that is, you are going to type the character sequentially from the search word, starting from the left side. That is, the first character is taken, then the second character, and so on. That is basically you have to pick out the any prefix of that search word. Okay, suggested product should have a common prefix with the search word. That is, let's say you have picked out a prefix of length 2 from the search word. Let's say search word is mouse, and you pick out the prefix of length 2, that is, it will come out to be mo. That is, you have already typed two characters, and the string is now mo. Now, suggested product should have a common prefix with the search word. That is, if you have typed ammo, then you have to pick out the strings from this products array such that ammo is going to be like prefix of this products array. Okay, so this is going to be like important. Ammo is going to be like prefix of this product array. Note that I am going to talk about the prefix of the strings in the products array. This is also an important thing. Okay, so it is this suggestion system is basically like if you want to search some word from a database, or if you want to search some string from a database, you start typing characters like okay, let me say, write down your way. Let me type m. You can see all the characters that all the strings that is going to start from m is listed over here. Let's say a x I, then all the strings is going to be listed over here. It is like a similar thing. That is, you want to just start typing characters from a search word mouse, and as soon as the filtering comes up like a list of strings, you need to give your answer as for at most three product names starting the lexicographical minimum. And the statement is more precise way. It is like, if there are more than three products with a common prefix, return the three lexicographically minimum products. Okay, return list of the suggested products after each character of search word is typed. I hope you guys are now understanding the basic scene of the problem. It is nothing like a very complex thing, and it is nothing like a very easy thing. You are going to type some words, like I'm going to type some lead code, then you can see there are some of the filtering that comes over here. Then you just have to memorize that thing. That is, you have to pick up some strings having the prefix exactly equal to the words that you have typed from the left to right. Okay, now talking about the constraints, this is going to help us. Product's length is like 1000. You can have a over Fensker solution, but that runtime is very slow. I'm also going to provide the solution for that, but I'm not much interested in over that. I'm going to provide a very good solution using concept of binary search also in later on, which has a good runtime. For now, let's move on to understand this problem with the help of examples. Then we will together build up the solution for this problem. Let's move further. Okay, so I have taken one example similar to the as present in the problem statement. Let's say we have the search word mouse. It is actually doing, okay, so I'm just providing a like a list of explanations, implementing the things that I have been asked. Let's say I have typed only m. Then we need to just pick up those strings whose prefix is m. That is first or yes, okay, so prefix is only m, so this string is picked, this one and all, that is all of that. Now we need to find it out that that is, these strings are picked up. We need to sort these strings, or we need to find out the first three lexicographically minimum strings among them. That is the strings if we represent in a dictionary order, then that what is the first three strings, and if they are not at most three strings, no need to worry about, just return the strings whatever the count is present less than or equal to 3. Okay, so in this case you can see if we sort the strings on the basis of lexicographically order, what would be our answer? So what is the first string? Let's pick it out. MOB, then MOU, then MON, then MON, then MOU. Now MOB is the minimum, so my first strings come out to be mobile. And what is my second string? If you consider the strings in lexicographically smallest, then my second string, I think it would come out to be MOU is not going to come it out. Then MOU is the monitor and moneypot. Then you can see this moneypot will come out. So my second string is moneypot. And what is my third string? It is obviously monitor. So my third string is monitor. So it means that when I have typed the character only M, then these first three strings will be listed it up. There are more strings like mobile, moneypot, monitor. Then it will come out to be I think mouse, then mousepad. But we need to return the first three strings because these are the first three strings listed down in lexicographically smallest order. So this is our answer. And if you look over the answers, like you can see mobile, moneypot, monitor. Okay. Now again, if you type it out O, then again the same thing will over here. Then if you type it out MOU, you can see only mouse and mousepad will come over here. Okay. So now I'm talking about the approach to solve this problem. Okay. So let's talk about approach, how we can solve this problem in the best possible way. Okay. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate in the search word. That is, I'm going to append my initially null string with the characters one by one taken from the search word starting from left to right. It means that I have first M, then I have MO, then I have MOU, and so on until the end of the string of the search word. And let's say I am at the ith state such that let's say I have a character called okay, so I have a string called MOU. Then I will iterate in this products array of strings, and I will find it out which string has the prefix exactly equal to MOU. And if there exists a prefix, then I will store that prefix in a heap multiset. If you're in C++ environment, I will store it in a multiset, or you can in other language, I don't know. So but you're going to store it in a heap. And why to store it in a heap? The reason behind is very simple. If we store the strings in a heap, the strings are already sorted in lexicographically smallest. Okay, that is in the dictionary order. So I will pop it out first three strings. Okay, so MOU has the prefix of mouse and mousepad. Then mouse and mousepad will be stored. Then I will have to first pop it out first three strings. If they are not the at most three strings, just take the strings that are whatever it is present in the heap. Note that I am using the heap in C++. I am using the multiset because there might be some strings having there might be some same strings, that is each and every character at the every position is going to be same. That's why I'm going to use the multiset. It will sort the strings on the basis of dictionary or on the basis of lexicographically smallest one. Okay, so this is going to be the first approach. What I have said is iterate in search word starting from left to right, append the new character to my current string. That is my first would become M, then it would become MO, then it would become MOU, and so on. Then I will search for a particular string in the entire products array, and if there exists some string, I will store that string into this multiset, and I will first pop it out first at most three strings if it is present. Then I will store that store that answer for a particular query into my answer variable. Okay, so if you're not going to understand this, no need to worry about. Let's head over to the code to understand this in a very simpler manner. Okay, so I will talk about all the three approaches. No need to worry about. Okay, so it is loading. Okay, okay, yes. So this is the very first approach, and this is actually the worst approach, but still it is fast. Still it passed all the test cases, like multi-set of string of store and vector string of temporary for storing the answers for a current query, and there is a vector string of answer storing the all the answers for every query. Now current plus equal to C, append the new character to my current character, and let's make it as store equal to store dot clear. That is, I'm clearing the store vector. that is store is actually a multi-set of strings. Okay, no need to worry about. So I iterated in the products vector, and if there is a prefix whose value, whose string, whose prefix is exactly matching with the current, then I'm saying say yes, I can have this string. So I will include this string into my multi-set stored. Now also temp is going to be cleared every time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate in this three times if there exist at most three strings. Also note that there might be some case like we don't have a that is we don't have at most three strings, then I need to just take care that the store is non-empty. So I will push that into my temporary and finally push that into my answer. So this is going to be like a brute force. Okay. So this has a very bad runtime. So let's talk about some more interesting things. And what is that interesting thing? Okay. So I'm just maintaining the multiset. Why not to initially sort the products array? And how this is going to benefit us? Yes, it is going to benefit us. If we sort the products array, it means that the strings are already in lexicographically smallest order. That is, if you sort the products array, what is my order? You can see mouse mobile will come first, and money pot will come second, monitor will come third, and mouse is coming out to be 4, and mouse pad is coming out to be 5. The strings are already come in the lexicographically smallest order. I'm not going to worried about whether I'm going to have the while iterating the products array, whether the strings are sorted in lexicographically smallest order or not. If we already sort the products array and iterate from left to right and pick out the first three strings if it is present, then it is going to be like yes, yes, I have done that without using the multiset, and this is going to be entire concept rather than maintaining the multisets. Okay, so head over to the code and find it out whether what could be like a good implementation for that. Note that it has a 936 ml, still it is very, very bad. So the code is like that. So maintain the current, maintain the temporary, and string temporary is going to for storing the answers for a temporary query. That is a particular query. Sort the products array initially. Okay, it is going to benefit us because whenever we found the three strings, it are already sorted in lexicographically smallest one. So maintain the current plus equal to C, temp is going to be cleared, iterate in the products array and find out the prefix. If that is the prefix of my current string in the product array, if that prefix of length exactly equal to the current dot length is exactly equal to the current, then I can say yes, this string must be included into our answer. So that, and if when temp dot size becomes 3, I need to just stop my iterations, and this reduces our runtime quite a little bit, but still it is very bad of 936 ms per second. Now push back into my answer and all that stuff. You can do that. Now you can see it has the 936 ms. Now I'm just trying to optimize my code to a little bit more extent, and how it is going to help us. Let us try to understand that. Okay, I'm talking about the binary search concept. Okay, if you're not aware about the binary search, go and check over the internet and you'll find a lot of resources what is actually the binary search. Okay, what I'm going to do is first sort this array, products array, and how it is going to help us. Like in the previous case, we have sorted the array and iterated from the very beginning. Now, in the concept of binary search, let's say I'm just sorting it out first. The mobile will come first, and then money pot, then comes over monitor, then comes out the mouse, and then comes out the mouse pad. Now I'm going, if the array of strings is already sorted in lexicographically smallest order, and we need to find out some prefix, let's say MOUS or MOU, okay. And we need to find out the prefix. What I'm going to do is take this MOU, that is the current string, from the search word, that is, it is actually a prefix of the search, and find out the lower bound of this in the products array. Now I'm going to talk about the very different concept. If you know about the lower bound concept, okay, so let me explain in a very concise manner. Like we have the array like 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 4, 4. If you talk about the lower bound of 2, this is the first occurrence present in the sorted array. And if you talk about the upper bound, 2 last occurrence of this element that we are searching for in the sorted array. And this is actually the lower bound concept. I'm not talking about in detail. You can search over the internet. Now talking about this MOU, I'm going to find it out. What is the lower bound of this MOU in this products array? And let's say lower bound comes over here. You can see the mouse, then it is going to help us. It means that for all the strings that are going to the right of this mouse is must be included in our answer. That is must be not. I'm going to check for that strings also. There might be some case that these strings may not be included into our answer. So, but it is guaranteed that when we take a lower bound of this MOU and it comes pointing to the iterator pointing at this position, it means that for all the strings right after that, including my current position, may have the prefix exactly equal to the MOU, and this is going to help us, and it actually reduces a lot of runtime of this problem. Okay, so the concept is very much clear. Rather than iterating from the very beginning, take the lower bound, and it is guaranteed that the strings that are that has the position exactly equal to the position pointing by the iterator of this lower bound have all the strings to the right of it, including my current position, have the prefix exactly equal to the MOU, and not the all the strings, but there it is guaranteed that all the strings to the right of it may have the prefix, and all the string to the left of it is guaranteed to not containing the prefix exactly equal to the my current string MOU. Okay, so the concept is very much clear. Now let's head over to the code to find out the implementation of this. Note that I'm talking about the all the strings that are left of my current lower bound, strictly left, is not going to contain the prefix, and it is guaranteed. But may or may not be the strings to the right of my current position, including my current position, can contain the prefix. So the code is almost similar, and the very much different point is take the lower bound of my current string. Okay, I'm zoom it out first, and find out the, that is we must have to take the at most three strings if it is present, and iterate up to three times. On a note that this should not go to the end of this products array. Okay, so this condition is also a must one. And find out the current string and check it out if this string is actually the prefix of that string or not. Note that I'm going to use the find function of the string, and if it is not a prefix, then all the strings to the right of it must also not be the prefix of this one. Then I'm going to use the break, otherwise take the string that is the current string now. Finally push back to our answer. The only difference between all the previous versions of this code is like the lower bound. That is, it is going to provide a better visualization that in spite of iterating from the very beginning of this array, start iterating from the lower bound. Okay, so the concept is very much clear. So if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and if you haven't joined the Telegram channel, then do join that too for the latest updates regarding competitive programming topics, editorials, contest solutions and all that, and do subscribe to YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.